All right, friends, welcome to 12, your weekly dose of inspiration, motivation, training, tips, hacks, all the things to keep your train powered and moving. If you are new or you joined us in the last 90 days, comment 90 in the chat. Welcome to all of our new team members. Welcome on board the Bullet Train. Here we empower and equip consultants for success, inspired by the magic of the Red Ruby Slippers. We embrace the truth that you had the power all along, my dear. You just had to learn it for yourself. And here we love and appreciate you for who you are. So, welcome to the number one team in all four categories there ever was at Pampered Chef. If you want to know the story of the Red Ruby Slippers, how the Bullet Train got started, the video is pinned in the featured group on the Bullet Train Facebook group. If you need to be added to that group, put group in the chat so your director can find you and make sure you get in there. If you are new or you're looking for a summer fresh start kind of thing, we have a 10-step launch system. So if you are new, you may want to go look at your messages with your recruiter and be like, what step did I get stuck on or did I not get past yet? And what is the next step? And just request the next step, okay? And get going so you can launch your business. If you love our number one success system, put DMO in the chat. This is what we give you every day, updated daily, weekly, monthly, all the things. We just made a few tweaks, new posts today. The July boost is in there. We're giving you daily wow videos for the cool and surf tray. This is like your news channel, okay? Get access to this. I'll keep dropping it in the chat in case you don't have it, or literally just message your recruiter right now. Like, what are they talking about? Give me access to this calendar today, okay? And check it every single day for updates and news as well. If you're on the go a lot, you may want to consider boards. You can download it for free and then ask your recruiter for the link to get our board as well. If you're looking for some accountability, which accountability group are you a part of? We have early risers, coffee crew, afternoon crew, and night crew. We have little Telegram chats. People like to just say, hey, I'm clocking into work, clocking out of work. I got a booking. I didn't get a booking. I have a question. I'll keep dropping those things in there. And you can also join us live and do DMOs together. All right. So July is here. We're going to kick things off on Monday with our first call. So if you're a new consultant, you're looking for a fresh start, or you know of someone that may need a fresh start, reach out to them and have them come to our Monday night call at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we're going to talk all about how to make more money and how to get you to director. Anybody already know that they want to be our next director? Because we would love to have you, especially if you're in your first 90 and 180 days, you have access to 100 and a $400 cash bonus, totaling a total of $500 in cash bonuses. And I know we promoted a couple new directors last month. So if you're a new director, put new in the chat. Welcome to the Red Ruby Slipper Club. We are on a way to make our director team grow to 200. So if that's you, we would love to have you. You get extra cash, you get incentive trip points, you get a huge discount. And in just 2 weeks, you will be recognized at National Conference. And it's our favorite time to see the sea of red dresses, pants, whatever sparkly things you want to wear on stage and cheer for you as you cross the big stage. You also get a deposit of 250 Pampered Chef dollars, director boxes, new products, and you get invited to exclusive opportunities that are only available in the Director Club, my friends. Okay. So if you want to make that your goal this summer, maybe one of my fellow helpers can drop that in the chat. We have a special summer growth chat where we are just helping you focus with summer camp and get your business up and running so you can be our next director. This is our theme for the year. Together, we are unlimited. Wait until you come to conference. We've got some fun things planned around that theme. And we can't wait to share that with you. If you need some merch, merch is flying out the door like crazy. Let's prioritize the people going to conference. If you're going to conference and need some merch, grab it so you can wear it. Everyone else, just wait until next week so we can get the conference attendees all their merch first. By the way, if you have any merch, if you're loving the sweatpants, put it in the chat. I know there's lots of love for the green shirts as well. So, all right, new month, new book. We have two books. This is the book for all consultants. Fear is not the boss of you. It's kind of like we talked about last week. All right, get the funk out of your brain. Who got the funk out? Anybody cleaned their brain last week? Washed it squeaky clean? Did anybody do that? Do you feel a little cleaner this week? Yes? Okay. But we also have a leadership book, and I think Dusty's going to read from that, but just listen, and we're going to do a little bit of personal development.
Yes. Good leaders ask great questions. Why are questions so important? Questions. For 40 years, I've asked questions on the subject of leadership. You might think that as the time has gone by, I've received thousands of answers, questions have become less important to me, but the opposite has been true. The more questions I ask, the more valuable I recognize them to be. Without the wise counsel and the insightful answers I've received to questions over these decades, I wonder where I would be today. Certainly, I would not have grown as much or come as far. The people who cared enough for me to give me guidance and advice when I ask questions have made a world of difference in my leadership. Now that I'm in the second half of my life, people are asking me questions more and more. I think it's because they have come to see me as a father figure in the field of leadership. That's partly due to my age, but it's also because people sense my desire to add value to them, and those who are hungry to learn often seek me out. When I first began teaching leadership, I spent nearly all my time giving lectures. Today, at almost every speaking gig, people want time to ask me questions about leadership, which I welcome. Not only do I enjoy sharing what I've learned, but answering questions also gives me the opportunity to speak from my heart. As people share their issues and concerns with vulnerability, I try to share my experiences with transparency. I also want to help people who want to make a difference. I've come to enjoy and value the experience as much as I wanted to write so much that I wanted to write this book. It's my desire to show the impact that questions have made on my life, share the leadership questions I ask myself and others, and answer questions from people from many countries, backgrounds, and professions. The value of questions. If you want to be successful and reach your leadership potential, you need to embrace asking questions as a lifestyle. Here's why. 1, you'll only get answers to questions you ask. Have you ever failed to ask questions because you thought it might be dumb? I have, too many times. I've allowed my desire not to look foolish to keep me from gaining knowledge that I needed. Richard Thayer, the founder of the Sharper Image, once asserted it is better to look uninformed than to be uninformed. For that reason, we need to curb our egos and ask questions, even at the risk of looking foolish. If you're worried that asking questions will make you look bad, let me give you some perspective. I enjoy reading Marilyn Vos Savant's column in Sunday's Parade magazine, listed in the Guinness World Records of the highest IQ. She answers difficult and often bewildering questions from leaders. In her column of July 29th, 2007, she decided to share questions she found difficult to answer, not because they were too tough, but because, well, take a look. I notice you have the same first name as Marilyn Monroe. Are you related? Do you think daylight savings time could be contributing to global warming? The longer we have sunlight, the more it heats up the atmosphere. I see falling stars nearly every night. They seem to come out of nowhere. Have stars ever fallen out of nowhere? Out of any known constellations? When I dream, why don't I need my glasses to see? Can a ventriloquist converse with his dentist while his teeth are being worked on? I just observed a flock of geese flying in a V formation. Is that the only letter they know? Now, don't you feel better about the quality of your questions? If you want answers, you must ask questions. No one has helped me understand the value of questions more than my friend Bob Beal in his book, Asking Profound Question. Bob writes, there's a significant difference between the person who has no questions to help him or her process situations and the person who has profound questions available. Here are a few of the differences. Without profound questions, shallow answers, lack of confidence, poor decision making, live in a mental fog, work on low priorities, immature processing. With profound questions, profound answers, life confidence, wise decision making, crystal clear focus in life, focused on high priorities, mature processing. Asking the right questions of the right person at the right time is a powerful combination because the answers you receive set you up for success. IBM founder Thomas J. Watson said, "The ability to ask the right question is more than half the battle of finding the answer." But that's only true if you're willing to ask the questions.
Ooh, so good, right? Are you willing to ask the question? Anybody ever felt like we get it all the time? Like, I know this is a stupid question, but no question is too stupid. The only stupid question is the one you didn't ask, right? And I love how Dusty said, ask the right question to the right person, right? To get you what you want. Better to look uninformed rather than to be uninformed, right? So are you asking the right question? And she said, those who are hungry, I always say, we love hungry people. Those who are hungry seek you out, right? So if you're hungry, I want you to ask your leaders questions, okay? Go ask them questions all the time. We love people that ask us questions. That means that you are showing up and you are willing to learn. So great book. Thank you so much, Dusty. All right, June is a wrap. So just want to give you guys a couple updates. You guys knocked it out of the water. You all the things. So close to 1 million, but still a huge increase compared to last year. So our entire team sold $941,000, guys. Can you believe it? How much did you sell in June? Drop your sales in the chat and be proud out loud for what you accomplished in June. And we also got to welcome 134 new consultants. You guys submitted 1,589 parties. Hello. And right now we have a total of 2,709 bullet train consultants. Is that wild or is that wild? And 138 of you guys are on live. So you should be very proud that you showed up tonight, right? So awesome. Give yourself a shout out in the chat for your June accomplishments. I see them coming. I love it. I love it. Awesome. All right, let's kick it off with our testimony for tonight. This is one of our very brand new consultant slash now director. She just promoted to director, Crystal. And just in a few short months, she's already made so close to $5,000 or probably has a gazillion products she already earned for free. And go ahead and give her a follow on social media too. I had to go stalk her a little bit. And I'm like, wow, she's like, knows what she's doing right away. I think I caught her live today. So just a fun personality to follow, and I can't wait to meet her at conference. So she's going to tell us a little bit about her journey with Pampered Chef, her story, and then share her best success tips with you. So, Crystal, are you in the house?
Hey, Claudia.
Hey, hey.
Um, so hi everyone. I'm Crystal. She asked me to get on here and share my testimony, and I was kind of hesitant at first because I'm typically a silent participator. But anyways, here I am. I joined Pamper Chef at the end of March. My recruiter was Melissa, and we had worked together years ago, and she just called me up and kind of threw in there at the end of the phone call if I would host a party. And I said, sure, why not? And then shortly after that, like right before she set up the party, she sent me the little try me party message, and she just asked me once, and I was like, sure, why not? But I did ask her, I was like, if I don't do anything with this, is that going to be okay? Like if I'm just signing up for the kid, I don't, I work from home part-time, and I'm really busy with the kids. And she was like, yeah, let's just see what happens. So anyways, I did my launch party, and all my family and friends were like super supportive. I had, an awesome party. And then Melissa got me connected to, the calendar and the boards and the DMOs. And I just started really just reaching out to my friends and family, asking them if they would host a party. And just kind of went from there. I had a lot of support. And then the end of May is when I promoted to director. So totally unexpected. It wasn't something that I was like working towards. It just kind of happened. I started recruiting my friends and sharing Pampered Chef. I started doing some lives here and there and just kind of getting out of my comfort zone. And um, here I am. I did 11 parties, I think, in May, which is the month that I made director. And I had 16 parties in June and already have 17 booked for July. So I just send messages. When my kids were in school for the summer, I would get on DMOs every morning. I haven't been on that many lately, but I'll get back into that once they're back in school. But yeah, just sending messages. And last month is the time that I started like really getting into sending like the follow ups. I was kind of hesitant at first, but yeah, just going down my friends list and sending messages and doing the follow ups. It just seems to be working. It was totally unexpected.
Yay, awesome, guys. Give it up for Crystal. And she's going to conference and gonna cross the
Mhm.
stage.
Yep.
Way to
Yes.
go,
Exciting.
Crystal.
Thank you.
She was a little hesitant for follow-ups, right? Anybody ever thought they were a little hesitant when it comes to follow-up? I
Mhm.
think we all were. We're like, do I really want to do that?
Yeah, it works.
Yeah, awesome. Well, congratulations. Way to just plug right in, embrace the calendar, embrace the boards, and just do the things. And it's definitely paying off for
Hmm.
sure. So congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, speaking of friends list, how did the 60-day challenge go so far? Who's done 1 day, 3 days, all 7 days? How do we do? Yeah, who's on day 7? Yeah, those are your go-getters. It's okay if you just did 1 out of 7, 3 out of 7. Oh, look at all these sevens, 4 days. Yeah, be proud out loud. Three, yes, for sure. Absolutely. Yeah. And if you're looking for the words that we talked about for the 60-day challenge, right? So we're now on to the next 7 days. Um, they are in the calendar, July focus right at the top, and the friends list words and the documents in there. It's also in the boards under all the bookings. So yeah, Laura got 19 new bookings since day one. Okay, yeah, put your results in the chat. Or does somebody want to share live how their 60-day challenge is going and maybe repeat what you're doing just in case people weren't on last week?
I will. I'll go.
Go ahead, Nicole.
Okay. The 60-day challenge for me has kept me accountable with doing messages every day because I am one that would barely do any messages during the day. I would do birthday, when everyone wins or the sales messages, but the extra messages I wouldn't. So me doing this, and having to share it every day, I do not want to be showing up empty-handed at all.
Yeah, so what were your results so far?
Um, I have a lot of messages out. I have 2 bookings and 3 waiting on information.
Nice. Do you have a picture of how you track? I love how you post your little picture too.
I don't know if you can see it, probably not, but I put everything on there, even like how many friends requests I did, sales messages, my follow-up hearts, my waves, like everything I do or send, I put on there. And I've been posting something on social media every day, whether it's family or Pampered Chef, and I've never done that.
Yeah, so you can take literally anybody could take the 60-day tracker. If you need the tracker, put tracker in the chat. Somebody will load it here while somebody else is speaking. And I see a lot of what is DMO, what is the calendar. If you're brand new, breathe, relax. Okay, just message your recruiter and say, "Hey, I need the calendar, I need boards," and they'll get you going. So, who else wants to share how their experience has been the first 7 days? Who wants to come
I'll
live and
go.
share?
Randa. I'll go
Go ahead.
because I am not that great at doing my follow-ups, and I start working my parties and then I I forget. right? So this helps me, and because everybody else is doing the same thing, I don't want to be left behind. And so it's working. It's working. If
Good,
I just
good.
would done this sooner,
That's
but
okay.
I'm a work in
That's okay.
progress.
Yeah. Yeah, you're here. That's all that matters. You guys are here and just start it, right?
Yeah.
Just start today and every day should be a new day. And I think the big thing is a lot of times people are like, "Oh, I'll start tomorrow. Oh, I'll start on Monday. I'll start after the holiday weekend." How many of you guys do that, right? And what has helped me when I struggle with things like that, while I'm thinking about when I should start, I just say to myself, just do it right now. Just get it done, take 5 minutes and at least start, right? So we overthink it so much. So just make sure you're ready. You have the words and boards and all the fun things, right? So lots of bookings in the chat. I'm so excited for you guys. And just a reminder, this is what we do every single day. Birthday messages, follow-ups, right? Birthday messages, all the follow-ups, 10 friends list messages, then all the follow-ups. Everyone's a win, at least 10 per party, all the follow-ups and follow-ups and follow-ups and follow-ups and follow-ups. Okay. But we learned a little hack doing DMOs. This is why you show up to DMOs because all of us learned something we didn't know. So Amanda is going to share her wealth of knowledge that we discovered because it was really hard trying to actually message friends and scroll, and it took forever with all the ads and all that. So Amanda, do you want to share your secret discovery?
Oh yeah, my wealth of knowledge and secret discovery. Yes, I will share my screen if you would like. So who's sick of going through your stinking Facebook feed and not being able to actually see any of your friends, right? Because we're trying to work this algorithm so that we can send our messages and do our fun Facebookiness. Well, you can do this on your phone or your computer. I was playing with my things here. And it's like, there's got to be some way, because I know that we try to post sometimes, like, I can't see anybody. Can you comment? I'm only seeing ads. Because look, there's like groups, there's ads, groups, ads, like all this stuff. We don't want that. That's not what we want to comment to get our things. So I was just playing around and I discovered feeds and thought, what happens over here in the left with your feeds? And then it gives you all these different categories. So there's favorites. That's favorite friends. Oh, it's Miranda. But right here, go to your friends. Look, all people. Now, will you see some ads? Yeah, you will. You'll see a couple ads here and there, but mostly we're going to see people in our friends list. And this is an easy way to get over here and be like, ooh, BBQ fun. Just comment whatever. Just get your 5-word comments underneath all of these things. This works similarly on the phone. I think it's on that one section where you, um, on that, where is it on the phone at?
It's on the three little lines. You
The
just click
hamburger
feed.
thing. Yeah, the three
Yeah,
little
the
line guard.
hamburger thing. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
How cool is that, right? Good for
yeah.
Amanda. She's
Mhm.
brilliant. It's sometimes you see an ad, but you know how like even when you're just trying to scroll and it's like ad after ad after ad after ad, and then there's a bunch of followers, right? Because people we talked about this on social media training. So this is actually a good way to just scroll your friends list. And what I also discovered is that it's people that recently posted. Like it'll be like 1 minute ago, 5 minutes ago. So they're actually sitting there and they're active. So what great way to reply, comment on their stuff, and then send them the friends list message, right? Isn't it a game changer? I know. It is like makes scrolling Facebook so much better. So just a reminder, this is what your calendar should look like, okay? Not like this, not like that, not weekly, not monthly, daily as your little news feed. You can even download the Google Calendar app on your phone. And in the July boost right here, why is there two docs? I guess I forgot to delete one. In the July doc right here, this is it. The summer friends list wording is the one that we're using. I'll drop it in the chat as well. It's just like our regular everyone's a winner, but because you're friends with them, they're actually way more likely to see it, right? We talked about this last week, and then the same follow-ups. But again, if you don't plan on doing the follow-ups, don't even bother sending the first message. Like follow-ups is where it's key. People are betting on you to not follow up. They're like, well, if I just, have you ever had like offices call you and it's fine, okay, sign me up for this, right? Because people need to be reminded and people need follow-ups, okay? So make sure you do that. All right. And speaking of July, while we're here, check this out. You can start working on fundraisers as early as now. August is double fundraiser month. So you can start asking for fundraisers, book the fundraiser. By the time you run the fundraiser, it's pretty much the end of July and it's going to close in August. And Pampered Chef is doubling their donations. And I always say I am doubling my donations. Like I'm looking to double my donations, which organizations are out there that would like to do a fundraiser. So all kinds of fundraiser training is right here on this document. So make sure you check that out. Okay. So get some time this weekend, maybe not this weekend, but depending on your plans, and dig through this July monthly focus. There's just always extra little things on here. But most importantly, everything you'll need will be on the calendar. And anything we add that's like a boost, or right now we're calling it a wow sale. We're literally giving you a post every single day for the Cool and Surf trays. Who sold a Cool and Surf tray? Who sold mystery boxes, right? Like Pampered Chef has given us so many cool things this month, right? And we're working on adding the mystery boxes to our actual posts. I think we're going with Friday and Sunday in our party, so you'll see those in the template as well. So give it up for all of your leaders, everyone that's involved in graphics, updating. Like it takes a village to keep this calendar running, and it takes like 12,000 brains too. So anybody that's ever like, hey, this needs updating. So yeah, but keep checking it every single day. Even if you have 0 bookings, like you want to check it and at least do your birthday messages and at least do 10 friends list to get started and get that first party booked. All right. Awesome. All right. I'm going to pass it on to the summer camp crew. And let's see what theme we have today and get those bingo cards out. Who's got their bingo cards? Let's see them and start scratching off. Then you got 212. There you go, Allison. Go ahead.
Little spots, so because you're here 212 live, so then you'll see my post later about posting your bingo cards. I can't wait to see all of them. And I love watching all of the posts of all the summer camp things and the things that you're doing and how well our thing is like make it fun. For those who haven't been part of the team for the summer camp or just new, it's just a way for you to still work your business, but spend time with your family and have fun with it and get yourself out there on social media and doing all the things. So if you have a question, definitely ask later. We can help you answer any of those. And look for the summer. If you search in the bullet train summer camp, you'll see all the posts that I've made. They're all going to come from me, so you'll know what that is. And come join us in some fun and just some different themes to help kind of spice your summer up a little bit and have some fun with all of the summer camp things. To share our next week's theme, I have Jennifer Clunhouse and Shannon, and we are excited to hear what they have to share for our theme this next week. So take it away, Shannon.
Sorry, I had to find my unmute.
You're good.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, you're good.
Okay.
Take it away.
So for the poster dinner, of course, it's pizza. So we did personal pan pizzas. We used little net zero tortillas and we put it on the pizza stone to make them nice and crispy. And Jennifer?
I'm just gonna let you do it, Shannon. I was trying to help you get out of your comfort zone. Okay.
I'll do
The
that.
next one is the family activity. We don't eat a lot of pizza now because we don't do a lot of carbs anymore. So we are doing I did like a pizza bar thing and I made a pizza bowl. I haven't posted that yet for what's for my dinner for me, but using the Cool and Serve. So I got all of our toppings ready, got the meats ready, put them in there with the cheeses and the sauce. So then this is a great thing to do if you've got a family that doesn't all like the same toppings. You can put those out and then everybody can go and make their own individual pizzas. and another way to use the Cool and Serve so that you can get that out while it's on sale. Shannon, I'll let you go with the next one.
So a good hack in the kitchen is, of course, the pizza scissors. You can use those for so many things like, the flatbreads and the naan and your quesadillas and little mini pizzas if you want to make them even minier. Is that even a word, minier? And then, let me see. Scroll down a little bit, Jennifer.
The product tip.
Go ahead.
Well, this one, Shannon mentioned that she used her small square stone to help cook those pizzas you saw up there, and it does make them nice and crispy. But then my other product tip is just to prepare your toppings in the Cool and Serve since it's on sale, and then maybe start chopping your stuff up with the food chopper because it's going to go on sale next week. So you can start preparing people by showing it a lot and getting their attention. So.
And then the recipe was the pizza pockets. And
We have
that's
it all
actually
spelled out there, but
that's even in the kids club box. So you can bring that out too. And then the booking a party tip. Well, we have the sale. So of course it's a great way to book some parties is with some of the sales.
I have my post for the kids club box on here. I don't know if you want me to play it or not. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, you've seen it. It's my nephews and my niece. I sent them out the kids club box, and my brother joined in, and they all made it because I don't have any little kids. So they did it for me. They did Aunt Jen a favor as long as I promised to make the oldest one a cheesecake when he came home to visit Aunt Jen. So I had to bribe, it works. But I won't play that right now because I want to save us time. But then we also have a tip on here to post a reel or a TikTok. You don't have to do videos, but you could do videos. But take pictures of each step of you making a pizza, from you prepping the toppings to making the crust to what it looks like when you've finished putting it together, and then what it looks like when it's cooked. And then snap a picture of somebody taking a bite, and then put it all together, and then you've got yourself a reel that you can play. And there are so many pizza songs to go along with that. You have plenty of choices. You don't have to talk. Just take pictures and make it fun. That's it.
All right, give it up for our pizza crew. By the way, Shannon, you're hilarious, and I'm so proud of you because it took me like 3 years to get Shannon to be a testimony, and now she's training, and I'm just like so proud of you. So excited. Give it up for her. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much, Selma crew, Selma camp crew. Keep participating. All these fun ideas. Like I didn't know you could Cool and Serve tray for pizza toppings. Like, see, always show up, always learn new things. For sure. So, who's gonna participate in Pizza Week? Put pizza in the chat. I mean, who doesn't like pizza? Everyone likes pizza, right? And it's easy, and you can plan to eat pizza because Tracy is going to talk a little bit about her time management struggles, her overwhelm that she had until she decided to take back her time and take control of all her activities and put her whole family on a schedule. So, Tracy, you in the house?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So hi everybody. So my name is Tracy. I joined in very end of July of 2023 for the second time. I was in pre-COVID era when Claudia had the 45-page document that we all talk about. So I do coaching calls with Claudia, and we discuss my schedule, I think, every single time because I'm a squirreler and I just can't manage my time the greatest. I'm a mom of 12-year-old twins. I'm married and I work a full-time job, and we're just all over the place with sports and stuff. So Claudia's always saying, have you done a schedule? Have you done a schedule? Have you done a schedule? So I have them all saved, but I started 6 weeks ago. And the first schedule that I did, I threw a schedule together and said, oh, I guess I'll just follow this. And it looked pretty on paper. And I like color, as you can see. I have it all color coded. So the first week went okay. I probably didn't look at it very often, filled in, with Pampered Chef when I thought I could, and kind of didn't really follow the schedule, I guess I'm going to say. So then that next Sunday came along and I thought, you know what, I'm going to do another schedule. So second week, do a schedule, and it went better. I started out filling in my schedule with all my appointments for the week, which actually made me aware. I think doing a schedule makes you more aware of what you are going to have for the week instead of getting to the day and be like, oh, I have this today and I have this today, and that's when I was going to do this. So I fill in all my appointments first. I fill in my not so fun work hours. That's my job that I don't like very well. I fill in my PC meetings and trainings like 212, Monday night calls, things like that. And then I fill in around those times with my family, dinner, DMOs, and the rest of my Pampered Chef, which is my fun job, work hours. So then, as you can see posted, the post, sorry, you guys, my throat is really dry. It's very color coded. I like to keep my colors, the same every week. And then about week 3 or 4, I started adding in, looking up motivational quotes for the week. So that gets me to write down a motivational quote for me for the week. And I try to, look up different ones for the week. And it really does help just looking at my schedule, following my schedule. And I obviously have time at work sometimes, don't tell anybody, that I do PC on my phone. If I have 5 minutes that I'm sitting there on a Teams meeting or something and it's really not directed at me, I could send 5 or 6 messages or send, host coaching. So a lot of what's on my weekly schedules, I still fill in with PC as well. So I'm getting a lot more PC time in than it shows there. So how has this helped me? So we're 6 weeks in. Everybody keeps saying 30, 60, 90 days, So 6 weeks in, that's a month and a half. I will be honest, this is my do or die month for director. So I'm stressing a little, but I do notice, especially with the 60-day challenge as well, that I am getting a few more bookings. So I've gotten like 5 bookings out of the 7 days, which is way better than I've been doing, just to be honest. And I already have $1,700 in sales submitted for the month. I submitted those yesterday. Yes, some of them were unlocked, but that amount of money was all I submitted last month. So to have $1,700 on July 2nd, I think I'm starting to see the results that everybody says 30, 60, 90 days. So I hope to keep going forward, and I hope to see you guys posting your weekly schedules. So let's make it a challenge and see how many weekly schedules maybe we can get posted this week. I do mine every Sunday night. I mean, you guys might have a different start, to your work day or whatever. So just start with something and just keep adjusting. And now I'm so used to it, I guess it became a habit, which is also another thing that everybody talks about. So like I said, I keep them all just to refer back to them, and keep my color codes the same because I'll forget because I'm getting old. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So I hope you guys can start doing it.
Yeah, Tracy, let me ask you, does it feel different now, like going through life and your daily chores, activities, than it did 6 weeks ago?
Oh yeah. Oh yes. I have a lot going on in my background in my life that some people don't know about, and we just try to get through that day by day. That's getting better, I feel. Still some struggles here and there with that. And then, yeah, I just feel so, like I said, I think the biggest part of it, even if I don't look at my schedule for a couple of days, is on Sunday night, I'm sitting down writing this all out, and I know what I'm looking ahead at for the whole week. And I can plan a little better because maybe Austin has to be at soccer, in Watertown, and Alexis has to be in soccer at the same time in Copenhagen. And I have to, call my mom and say, hey, listen, I just noticed Wednesday, this has to happen, or So I think it helps in your life that way too, where you can plan ahead rather than be rushed and just stress about it, basically. I mean, I stress about a lot, but this is
Yeah,
one
yeah.
less thing.
One last
So,
thing when you
one
take
less thing.
control. Yeah, Andrew
Yes.
just put a schedule in the chat. If you have a blank one, guys, throw it in the chat. You can just, I used to just go to Google and type in weekly schedule template. You can
That's
just
what
take
I
out a
did
piece of,
until I found
yeah,
the one I liked, and I liked this one that worked the best for me. So there's
yeah, you
all
kind of
different ones
find the
out
one.
there.
Like I've literally used the same one for
Yep.
6 years or something.
Yep.
So
This
you
is the
find the
one.
one that works for you for sure. So yeah, so if you need a little bit of time management, definitely start with just taking control of your week. I agree with Tracy. I do it on Sunday as well, especially if you have kids or lots of activities that you need to be at, and sometimes they overlap or you're not quite sure which appointment you made and then you rush and you're just in control of your time, right? So if you need to take control back, this is your chance to do it and design. The time's going to go. Time's going to go. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, right? Time's going to pass. The question is it going to pass the way you want it to, or is it going to pass by you just reacting to things that happen in your life, right? So you are in charge. Do you believe it? Do you believe that you can take control back if it's kind of maybe gotten a little out of control? Trust me, it happens to all of us. You're like, how did I say yes to all these things? This is not working. All right. So, yeah, taking back control. Yes, Christy, I was thinking of some people on this call tonight that I think needed to hear it. So, thank you so much, Tracy. So, speaking of taking back control, let's talk a little bit about the back half breakthrough. Be the one who finishes strong, okay? Because guess what, friends? It's July. It's not July 1st anymore. What's today? The 2nd? I keep thinking it's yesterday was Monday, but it's not. Today's the 2nd. Anyways, it's July's here, and that means we are officially kicking off the second half of 2025. Are you ready to kick this off with me? We got summer, we got fall, we got Christmas, holidays, all the things. Can you believe it? 6 months of the year are gone, vanished, blinked, poof, it's over, and it's July. Before you know it, we'll be sipping our pumpkin spice, whatever you want to drink, okay? That's how fast time moves. We just talked about time, right? So today, I want to give you a little halftime. We're going to have a little halftime pep talk. You guys with me? You guys ready for a little halftime pep talk? Yes? All right. We're going to pause a little. We're going to reflect, maybe reset, maybe relaunch, depending on where you're at. Does that work for you guys? Okay. So I want you to get a piece of paper right now. Whatever you can find, the back of your bills, calendar, whatever. Okay. And we're going to do a little inventory of how the first 6 months went. And if you've not been with us for 6 months and maybe you've just been with us for 4 weeks, try to adjust. Okay. If not, just listen in. You're going to need it at some point. Question number one. What did you say you were going to do back in January? Remember that I Believe series that we had? I Believe, it was crazy, 300 people on. What did you say you were going to do back in December 31st, January 1st? Write it down. What did you say you were going to do? And if you want to put it in the chat and you can multitask, go ahead and do that as well. What did you say you were going to do? Okay. Now, second question. What did you actually do? Are you behind? Are you on track? Are you ahead of where you wanted to be? Are we behind, on track, or ahead? Put it in the chat. And no answer is right or wrong, okay? Win the lottery. We don't win the lottery. We get to work. All right. And most importantly, how do you feel? How do I feel about the way I have shown up the last 6 months? Be honest with yourself. How do you feel about the way you showed up the last 6 months? Take a second. No judgment, just the truth. You're just saying it to yourself. You don't have to put it in the chat if you don't want to. How do you feel about the way you've shown up the last 6 months? We're seeing all the things, okay? All right, now let's rate the first 6 months of 2025. It's kind of what I asked you when you came in, right? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely crushed it, Where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Be honest with yourself. Don't lie, don't cheat. All right, see all the numbers. Okay. First 6 months, what are we proud of? What are we proud of that we did? Maybe we're just proud that we're still here. All right, like Carol shared last week, that she got the funk out of her brain. Maybe you're proud of that. What are you proud of over the last 6 months? This is a question for yourself, or if you want to put it in the chat, that's fine. But you can just, if you want to just say to yourself, what did you overcome that most people don't even know that you're battling, right? Tracy just kind of shared she's dealing with some things. We all deal with things that the whole world doesn't know. Just because we post on social media every day doesn't mean the whole world knows our whole life story, right? And where did you stall? Like, what happened the last 6 months where you maybe stalled a little bit? Where did you stall? Or where did you play too small and you got a little scared and you kind of backtracked a little bit? You're like, oh, so close. Nope, going backwards, right? And the goal here, friends, is not to guilt trip you into feeling a certain way. The goal is to just be aware. The goal is awareness. Because once you know where you are, you can now decide where you're going to go next. Inventory, rearrange, and off we go to the next 6 months, right? So here's a little truth bomb, because I love tough love. No matter if you're behind, no matter if you're on track, or no matter if you're ahead, guess what? All 129 of you guys, and including myself, we still have how many months left? How many months? We still have 6 months left. Ta-da! Great truth bomb, right? 6 whole months are ahead of us. That's 180 something days. That's like 26, 25, 26 full weeks of parties. That's thousands of small opportunities to shift the direction that you're heading by the end of the year. Just small little shifts. So what do you do now between now and December 31st is going to define how you're walking into 2026. Are you ending 2025? Are you earning a trip? Are we promoting to director? Are we making $500 a month? Are we just active every month? Are we holding 4 parties a week? Are we promoting up in level? Are we paying off debt? Are we saving money for a house? Are we paying off the car? Are we, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Are we cruising? That's right. I want to cruise with all of you guys. So let me ask you, write it down. Where do you want to be by the end of this year? Right? Let's recheck. Let's refocus. Make sure it's still here. Where do you want to be by the end of this year? Director. Yes, love it. Whatever works for you guys. It's your goals, not mine. And what do you want your paycheck to be? Like, knowing what I know and how the year typically tends and how our numbers look now, like whatever you're doing right now, you can easily double, if not even triple or quadruple that into your September, like October, November check. That's the possibility of momentum and the fall selling season. Okay. What title do we want? Do we want a title? Do we want a new title? Maybe you don't want a title. Maybe you just want to sell. That's fine too. And most importantly, like, what do you want to accomplish that when you look back, you're like, whoa, I did that? Like, who just went to Disney for the first time? And you're like, looked at your kids, you looked at your spouse, your friend, whoever you brought, and you're like, whoa, I did that. I did that. Nobody else did it. I did that. I took control of my time. I asked the right questions. I got into the right rooms. And now, guess what? I did that. What do you want to have accomplished that makes you look back and say, I did that? Okay. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I'm going to watch you guys do this right now. Okay. Humor me for a little bit. Don't fall asleep. Close your eyes. I'll watch then. Don't go to sleep. Okay. All right. See all the eyes closed. I want you to imagine it's the last week of December. of 2025. And you're looking back at that second half of the year, July through December. Are you saying I did that? Are you proud? Are you proud of what you accomplished? Are we celebrating something? Are you holding a new title? Are you telling someone that you're taking them on a free cruise? Are you telling someone you got a bigger paycheck? Are you holding a bigger paycheck? Your check, your deposit, your bank accounts are a little fatter than they were now? Are you holding a stronger team for those that are interested in team building and growing their teams? Are you more confident? Is there a more confident version of you on December 31st, that last week of December? Okay, now open your eyes. And I want you to listen to me loud and clear. That version that you just dreamed of is not that far away. It's not that far away. It's right there at your fingertips. It's brewing. It's simmering. The pot is simmering, okay? That version of you, she, he, all right, we have a couple of he's on tonight. They're built by showing up every single day. They're built by being consistent. They're built by being imperfect, but intentional, right? Imperfect, but intentional. Messy action is better than no action. Show up imperfect, okay? That version of you is built by making those decisions every single day or every single week, prepping on Sunday, just like Tracy shared. That version of you is right here. It's just 6 months away. Just remember how like 2 days ago was January, right? Remember 2 days ago we had our I Believe series, we had double points, and now it's July. 2 days from now, it'll be December. So I want you to be really, really intentional as you maybe go into this longer holiday weekend, and maybe you'll party, maybe you'll hang out, but I think there'll probably be some free time to just lounge and think, right? And before our next call, next week, I want you to think of 3 things. You guys ready? Here's your homework. This is your second half reset. It's reset time, my friends. I want you to pick a word for your second half of the year. Choose a word that's going to just kind of like drill it in where the rest of the year is going to go. And if you already have a word, is that word still serving you? Did we forget about the word that we created, right? Where is it, right? Mine's right here. Guess what my word is? Do you know? Anybody know? It's right here. Unlimited. That's my word for the year, okay? Unlimited, unstoppable, breakthrough, bold, confident, finish, rise. Anything goes. Ignite. That's right. Worthy. Yes, you're all worthy, my friends. Whatever resonates with you, whatever word pops up, wherever you want to go, write it down. Put it in your planner. Make it your phone wallpaper. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Make it your alarm. Name your alarm clock, okay? Like anything to keep that word in front of you. So that's number 1. If you don't know it yet, we'll come back to it next week. Number 2, I want you to pick just one. Be very, very specific. One specific goal that you're going to focus on, not 5,000 million goals. One specific goal that you're stretching to by December 31st. And typically, by achieving that one goal, you'll hit all your other smaller goals along the way. Right? This is your time to focus. Maybe it's being, selling $500 every month. Maybe it's being paid a director title every month. Maybe it's bringing on 2 new team members. Maybe it's finally selling $5,000 a month. Whatever it is, I want you to write it down, declare it, own it, okay? Choose that one specific goal. If you need to refocus the goal, okay? And number 3, I want you to commit to one daily habit starting today. Something that you're currently not doing, you're a little inconsistent in, you only do it sometimes. It could be as easy as on Sunday, I'm going to sit down and map out my time. I'm actually going to go to DMOs. If you guys are available before noon o'clock, friends, you should be on DMOs. I'm going to set reminders for calls, right? Just what's one daily thing that you could do that you're currently not doing that's going to help you get to where you want to go? And before you know it, you'll be like Tracy and you say like, well, I guess it's a habit now, right? Isn't that fun when you're finally there and you're like, I guess I just developed a habit. Poof, magically it's there. Maybe it's sending 1 message a day because you never send a message. Maybe it's sending 2 more messages than you normally do to turn your business around. Maybe it's posting once a day, like Nicole said. Finally posting just one thing. Something is better than nothing. Maybe it's actually doing your follow-ups because we're maybe not that great at them or we kind of neglect them, right? Pick it and stick to it, okay? Pick it and stick to it. Pick it and stick to it. And if you need post-it notes, alarms, planners, all the things, those are all your best friends, all right? And if you need some help, I know your fabulous uplines are all here to help you reach your goals for the next 6 months. So here's the bottom line. We're not starting over. Nobody's starting over, okay? But we're starting again. But this time, we look back in our last 6 months, we're a little wiser, right? We're a little more confident, just like Shannon trained, right? She just trained 130 people. We're just a little bit more confident than we were 6 months ago. We're more aware of where we want to go and we're stronger, right? So the next 6 months in your business and your life can look completely different than the last 6 months. Is anybody already here that you're like, whoa, things have turned around quite a bit the last 6 months? I can't believe we are where we are. You just have to decide that they will be different and that they're not the same. And they're not going to be the same the way you're not going to end the year the same way you started the year. Okay. So let's do it. Let's finish what we started. All right. Let's become that version of yourself that you are proud of, that you don't just dream about, that you actually know is going to do the things they say they're going to do. So your word for the call today is, guess what? Hashtag finish strong. Go drop that into your team chats. Send it to your recruiter, text it to your recruiter, whatever you want to do. Okay. So be the one. That was our theme for our leadership retreat this year, if you weren't there. So be the one that shows up different starting tomorrow, just a little different, just a little edge. Maybe show up with a little sass, a little extra confident, right? Be the one to my leaders, be the one who leads with purpose and serves their consultants, and be the one who rewrites their story and finishes 2025 on fire. So we started with it, we're going to end with it. Let's make this your back half breakthrough. Okay. Are you guys committed to that? Just a little bit better, a little bit stronger, a little bit wiser, a little bit more confident? Yes. Rise up higher. Yes, I love it. Sage. Fun name too. Awesome. All right. Well, thanks, friends. Thanks for joining us tonight. I am fired up. I hope you are too. We love and appreciate you. So have a great night and come back next Wednesday with those 3 things we talked about. Happy 4th of July weekend, friends.
Bye. Happy 4th.